Combat sports fans, welcome back to the Basement Breakdown. We have Lumpinee 147 coming up tomorrow, and we are joined by the gambling phenom Bruce, giving us full insight into the card, breaking down all the matchups, and giving us some parlays and picks, things you can add to your guys' bet slip, and, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Super fired up for this Friday. We are back with videos. I wasn't able to last week because I wasn't feeling so well. But we are back, and let's get into it.
For bout one, we have a Muay Thai bout between Adam Masadi and Hikaru Furuomura. My prediction here is Hikaru Furuomura, and I'm gonna get into the reasons why now. Hikaru Furuomura is a Japanese athlete fighting out of Japan. He has lost his last two fights outside of the one promotion, but he was robbed against Suriyanlek in his most recent fight, where he clearly outstruck and outworked the Thai fighter named Suriyanlek, but he was, like I said, he was robbed. Even with the tiny cut that appeared on his eyebrow in round 3, the win was undeserved to Suriyanlek, and yeah, Hikaru took all 3 rounds against the veteran Thai. This time he's not fighting a Thai though. He's fighting a French fighter with a decent all-round skill set and, well, the typical French back foot running style where they touch and run like Carlos Ulberg does. I believe that the French fighter Adam Masadi will be able to engage well in round 1 and may even have moments where he's outlanding Hikaru. I'd assume mainly with leg kicks, since he often starts the fight evading and throwing snappy kicks low to slow the opponent, slow down opponent engagement. But I do think Hikaru should be able to off-put the rhythm. I think Hikaru may be put off rhythm in round 1, but he should be able to find a mark in round 2 or 3. I've seen Hikaru be sharp in fights, and then I've seen him turn up the pressure finally, like once he finds his left hook and range, and when he finally finds his cross. But Hikaru's the type of Japanese fighter that finds a powerful strike and he starts hunting if he finds a strike that hurts you, he smells blood in the water and he just starts hunting you. He also doesn't have the typical Japanese glass chin that a lot of these fighters that enter 1 do. He's good at avoiding damage, but when he does get a hit, he doesn't fall down often. Matter of fact, I can't actually see a single loss that he has by KO, and I haven't, from the losses that I've seen here that he hasn't been knocked down in any of those fights. So he's a good fighter. In my opinion, he's also fought the better competition. One time beating Issei Yonaha, who does have a glass chin in small gloves, but in kickboxing gloves, which were the gloves that they fought in at the time, Issei Yonaha has a lot of skill in those gloves. He's very evasive and he takes a lot less damage through the punch. Anyways, this fight between Adam and Hikaru will be in smaller gloves, and I do expect Hikaru to find a moment where he hurts the French athlete. I don't really care if he's a 4 times French champion. A French champion, it means nothing to me at the end of the day. A lot of French champions end up coming through and they end up being fraudulent. And a lot of fighters be they're champions on the European scene, but they can't compete when they go over into the Eastern scene. But Hikaru's coming off a robbery loss, like I said, and he will be eager to gain back a victory. He doesn't want to be on a 3-loss streak at the end of the day. So I doubt he's going to want to see the scorecards on this fight. He will be the fighter with the forward momentum as well. So all I really want to do is see him adapt to leg kicks early. So I don't want to see him take a lot of leg kicks unnecessarily early. Adam does fade faster than Hikaru does. So and he's gonna resort to clinching as the fight goes on. When the pressure that gets applied on him is going to be too much. So we do need to win our exchanges, and I would hope that we win our exchanges early. That way we can apply the pressure and we can finally feel confident in the ring against a guy like Adam. Adam doesn't really have that much threat in his gloves. He doesn't have that much power. He's not really special anywhere. He's quite evasive, but apart from that evasiveness, and his snappy kicks, his hands don't hold much impact, and I doubt they're gonna knock us down. I doubt they do rob us if this fight is a close fight, but I doubt they will rob us for a French athlete, but they could at the end of the day. You never know how it comes down. Thailand and Japan have been robbing each other and have been robbing each other's fighters for centuries. So we'll see who wins that fight, but I do have the Japanese fighter in the first bout. Part 2, we have a Muay Thai bout between Suriyanlek and Yodlet Pet. This one is going to be a banger and it's going to be entertaining as fuck. My prediction here is going to be Suriyanlek, and well, I'm going to get into the reasons why now. It's practically the same reasons as the reasons for his last fight against Suriyanlek. Like, alright, look, let's get into it. Suriyanlek has a record of 44 wins and 12 losses. He is 5'4" compared to Yodlet Pet, who has a record of 92 wins and 39 losses, and he's also 5'3". I am leaning Suriyanlek for the same reasons like I said I took him last fight. Suriyanlek is a great fighter and arguably more skilled than men like Kong Doroni. I took Kong Doroni over Suriyanlek twice, yeah, but Suriyanlek had once, but I didn't bet the first time they fought. Suriyanlek had already beaten Kong Doroni before, and before they fought in one, and he also beat Denkrin Cry, who's respected by a lot of one fans, myself included. Although I didn't agree with Denkrin Cry's last decision. I did think that my fighter took the last 2 rounds against Denkrin Cry. Either way, Suriyanlek also beat Tawanchai early in their careers too. So he's beaten a lot of good names. Tawanchai's name clearly holds a lot more weight than Yodlet Pet's, but anyways, the type of fighter Yodlet Pet is, there will always be an issue for any man that's in the ring with him at the end of the day. Like, Yodlet Pet is a brick wall with not much brains, but he lands like a truck. He will be losing most of his fights, including his fight against Don King. He was in that fight against Don King, he was losing that fight early, but he landed a big hook or landed a big shot, that dropped him. And what's it called? Like, he just lands the shot that he needs sometimes, to knock you out. And he landed an elbow in clinch on Anam Ahmadov, I believe the name was. Either way, Suriyanlek is by far the more superior striker in the kicking game, and he has the more technical boxing combined with good power. But Yodlet Pet is the definition of a truck. Like I said, he's only gonna need one good punch to drop a man. I said the same for Suriyanlek when he fought Suriyanlek last time out. I did take Suriyanlek to win against Suriyanlek, but when the odds opened up, he was a favorite in my bookies, so I took the hedge value at the very beginning on Suriyanlek and also bet on Suriyanlek, and then Suriyanlek flipped to an underdog, so I took him on even more value on top. Anyways, he already beat Suriyanlek once at the end of the day, so I had to take him again, but the second time he fought Suriyanlek, he tried to look more flash, and he tried to, he did make the fight absolute banger performance, but Suriyanlek, sometimes he puts himself into worse positions than he needs to be in. Like, he has one of the best head kicks in the game. His rear leg kick is lethal, and it broke down the core of Suriyanlek. Like, I don't expect him to break down Yodlet Pet with the same kick, but I expect him to hurt Yodlet Pet a lot. With very well timed kicks to the point where Yodlet Pet will second guess his entries and his boxing will get negated. The less strikes we allow Yodlet Pet to throw, the more chance we have of victory without even getting scathed. Like, Suriyanlek could put on a masterclass performance like he did against Suriyanlek for 2 rounds, the first 2 rounds. But like I said, he likes to showboat and he emotes a lot on his opponents. And, well, he got hurt last time that he did that and last time he fought against Suriyanlek. He absolutely is the more skilled fighter in this matchup. It's not even close, and he has the ability to win this fight clear. But he may put himself in like a sticky situation where he gets caught, and that's the issue. Like, he is the better fighter without a doubt, win or lose, so I have to take him here. I'm just warning you that Yodlet Pet has the power that can knock out any man. He has the power to knock out a woolly mammoth, so I would not underestimate Yodlet Pet. But Yodlet Pet is very easy, very, very easy to outstrike, and very easy to avoid damage incoming from Yodlet Pet. Like, you can run from him very easily and avoid his hooks. Like, most of his strikes are just that he just swings, and a lot of them land out of range. I think that Suriyanlek should be able to beat him. I do have a slight bias against Yodlet Pet at the end of the day, though. I will admit that, since he won a robbery over my boy Pompet in the first time they fought. But regardless of my bias, I would go Suriyanlek here all day. So I am going to go Suriyanlek, and I do believe that he will. I don't think he's going to get the job done, but I do believe that this fight will go the distance because, well, Pet's durable as fuck, and I expect Jing Sang Lek to win. But Jing Sang Lek could head kick him because Pet, like I said, he doesn't have the highest IQ. Like, he really could get head kicked here and knocked out. Bout 3. Originally, this fight here was meant to be PTT versus Hamza Rashid, and I would have taken Hamza Rashid all day, but Hamza Rashid pulled out, and in his place we have Arian Esparza. My prediction here, because of this, and because of the fact that Arian Esparza is fighting on late notice, my prediction is going to be PTT here, and trust me, it's not one that I like to do. I hate betting on PTT. Yeah, PTT is a fighter who, if you watch the channel, you know I hate him, and I hate betting on him or against him due to the bias that Thailand and the corrupt judges have for him at the end of the day. Like, I took Elias Abdalali over PTT in their debuts because PTT is so easy to hit. But despite taking all 3 rounds clear and blinding PTT in both eyes, turning like both his eyes to the size of kiwis, the judges had the audacity to call the fight a split decision. I hate robberies in fights, and yeah, due to betting on one for so long, I could smell robberies like from a mile away on certain fights. Like last week, I called out that Andrei Masensev may get robbed, and guess what? He got robbed. Yeah, he was the fighter who got robbed. And I also called Zhang may get robbed. Yeah, and look what happened with Zhang. He got eye poked. Yeah, the fight continues. Yeah, his eye swells up, and then they call it they don't call it a no contest. They don't void it. Yeah, when he was clearly winning the fight as well. So yeah, I called out the robberies when I seen them, and well, see what happens. You know what I mean? Like the fighters that I always call the big risk on them, and I say, yeah, they can get robbed, they get robbed. Anyways, where was I? If the fights are close with a guy like PTT, well, PTT wins. That's just how it is. Like, and it's also the same for a fighter that we have upcoming later in this card named Yonis Anand. Like, Yonis Anand, we're going to talk more about him later, yeah, but he's also known for getting gifted robbery wins, like rarely badly. Most of his career in one has been robbery wins. Anyway, we had Alessio Malatesta to beat PTT, and guess what happened? Yeah, Alessio Malatesta took the first 2 rounds. The 3rd round, he was coasting and like getting hurt a little bit, but he took the first 2 rounds and got robbed against PTT. Like, PTT just wins fights by getting hit. The truth is, though, this replacement opponent PTT is going to fight is like he's the competition level that PTT can beat. Arian Esparza has a record of 24 wins, 5 losses compared to PTT, who has 112 wins, 24 losses with a handful of robberies, like I said. PTT will not fall down from the boxing of Arian. He's just too durable to fall against a man whose boxing isn't powerful enough. Arian is the more skilled fighter, and that's not like arguable here. Like, Arian is definitely the more skilled fighter. His uppercuts and hooks and footwork is clearly better. Like, all of it's put together is just better, which is why I'm a little bit scared here. But PTT has the one-punch knockdown power in his advantage, and he also has the better clinch game here. And since he's going to be the bigger fighter in the ring, he's going to use that for sure. And since he's going to be trying to catch the opponent, which is going to be running from him, he's going to use that. He will also be applying forward pressure. Even if he gets outstruck, the commentators and judges will lean the fight in our favor, because that's literally how it is when PTT fights. PTT fights by getting hit in the face and walking forward. Like, he wins fights by doing that. I'm not even shitting you. He will get beat up for 3 rounds and then win because he walked after you and grabbed onto you and threw a couple power punches. He's a shit fighter, but he's extremely durable, and he's a huge Thai fan favorite. He's also training out of Team Institute, which it seems to finally have shown, like, taught him how to land a punch. I will say Hamza pulling out of his fight for a replacement, putting out of this fight for a replacement for a fan name like PTT is, it's just kind of like typical one fashion. They're saving their boy. They're saving PTT to live another day and get another easy win, yeah, when everyone was going to bet against him here. And now, well, now you don't know because the fight's at late notice. Yeah, PTT should win this one now. Part 4, we have a Muay Thai bout between 2 legends, and this is the 3rd time these 2 men are fighting between, Seksan and Pakorn. My prediction here is Seksan, and I'm going to get into it now. These men have fought each other, like I said, twice before, over 11 years ago. Seksan, the man who yields to no one, won the first bout, and Pakorn won the rematch in 2014. But let me tell you right now, yeah, if Pakorn didn't land a knockdown shot on Seksan in their second fight, Seksan would have won that fight. Seksan ate some nasty strikes and was getting outstruck early. He ate a couple nasty uppercuts, but was landing well with hook counters. Knees were landing on his body, but he ended up getting dropped big. Like Seksan got dropped big, yeah, and this woke up the beast inside of him, and he hunted Pakorn to the distance, but he lost the bout due to getting dropped once. Had he not gotten dropped, he'd have won due to the visible damage he inflicted on Pakorn. Like Pakorn had a lump on his temple, and he was not in good shape at the end. It was a close fight in the early parts of the rounds, yeah, but you could see Seksan clearly take over that fight, and well, this fight obviously is years later at the end of the day, yeah, and it can change. The outcome can change. Like Seksan's, without a doubt, has been through more wars and has more scars and more scar tissue and just damage, yeah. But he's still the more aggressive fighter, I believe, and he's also going to continue to fight until his body won't allow him to. Like, that's what he says, and I believe it. At the end of the day, he's the man who yields to no one. So since it's a battle of old men, I'm going to go with a man who performed better both times they fought, despite losing the most recent time, like the second time. I acknowledge that Pakorn beat Suor Black when they last fought, but I don't consider it a win in high regard because well, the version we saw of Suor Black that fought Pakorn, yeah, just has a glass chin. Like, Suor Black went from beating names like Vladimir Kuzmin, who's fucking cold, yeah, to losing to men like Dmitry Kovtun in an old version of Pakorn. That's really fucking bad, man. And yeah, he may have beaten Seksan, but that's because, like I said, he has good days and bad days. He can lose to good fighters, and he can beat men like Sangartit, like that. Sorry, I'm talking about Suor Black right now, yeah. He can beat men like Sangartit, yeah, and he can lose to Pakorn, like he can lose to a guy like Pakorn. So yeah, like, I mean, at the end of the day, he only also lost to Pakorn because, like, he got dropped as well. Like, if he didn't get knocked down by Pakorn in, I think it was round 1 or 2, yeah, he wouldn't have lost that fight, yeah. So, yeah, Pakorn will have a harder time trying to drop Seksan in his age. Sorry. Like, he dropped Suor Black, but, yeah, like, he didn't take this later round. He didn't take the later rounds against Suor Black. He won because he got a knockdown, literally playing as that, and it was a weird one too. I think Seksan will chase like he always does for 3 rounds again. And I think in round 2 and 3 he will outwork Pakorn, but it is a risk at the end of the day. These are 2 old men, aging men. Seksan may be a legend and unwilling to yield, but everyone's gonna cave in one day, yeah. So you shouldn't I don't think it will be against Pakorn. I don't think he's gonna break today against Pakorn because they're giving him someone that he can beat and someone that he's already beaten before. But you never know when he just says that he's had too much damage over his career and he calls it quits. You really never know. But I don't think that Pakorn has it's not like, oh yeah, Pakorn knocked out Seksan years ago, yeah. But as of his recent fights, I don't think he has that KO power. He lost to Fabio Race by KO. And he coolly knocked down Suor Black, but like I said, Suor Black has no chin. And when he caught Suor Black when Suor Black was rolling to the side as well, yeah. And Suor Black flowed with the momentum, fell his ass to the floor, yeah, and did a roll on the floor. Like, it was really weird, yeah. And I just can't consider that. I just can't consider that a legit, like, a proper knockdown, man. Because Suor Black is way better than Pakorn, and once was way better than Pakorn, I guess. Like, he just lost his chin is the only thing, man. I don't know how Suor Black lost to Pakorn. It really is embarrassing. But yeah, Seksan should. I would think that Seksan is able to outstrike Pakorn because in the first 2 times that they fought, he outstruck Pakorn at the end of the day. Like, and even though Pakorn did good early in their second bout, and he actually landed some good shots. Like, when I say he landed uppercuts, he landed a very good uppercut that rocked Seksan. I just don't think that he's going to be able to time those type of strikes in this age that he's at, and I don't think that he's going to have the same tenacity and viciousness that like in each bang that he used to have, and I don't think he's going to come into this fight with the same. Well, you never know. Like I said, Seksan's old; he could give it any time, but I don't think they want him to give up here. Seksan is the bigger name out of the 2 old legends. At the end of the day, he's a bigger name in Thailand, and I want Seksan to win here. I think that he can win. Bout 5, we have a Muay Thai bout between Nabil Anand and Rambo Left. This is a championship fight, and my prediction here is Nabil Anand. Well, you all know who Nabil Anand is, and we took Nabil over Nico Carrillo and over Superlek, which that win did hurt my soul, but we took him twice as an underdog, and he did it. He is a long sniper striker with insane taekwondo kicks and question mark kicks, and well, in kickboxing, his skill set is limited, but in Muay Thai, his clinch knees and elbows allow him to abuse opponents and break them down. But Ryoga is a dangerous Thai fighter, and well, we've bet on him many times and against him before too. I've only ever bet one time against him with Diakev, and he absolutely shocked me when he KO'd Diakev. Like that really stunned me. He is not dumb. Like at the end of the day, everybody knows that Nabil's weak spot is his body, his solar plexus to be precise. And Nabil, I say that because Nabil's been KO'd there before in his debut by Superlek. But that was at the end of the day a couple of years ago, and he was young at the time. He has since then grown, he has a lot of added body mass, and he's got grown man strength now in his limbs, and he abuses his, at the end of the day, he's grown from that, and now the fighter that he is, he's very good at using his reach. He abuses his insane reach to the max of his capabilities nowadays. Ryoga will be losing most of this fight by points all day on the scorecards. Like it's not arguable. He's not going to outwork Nabil in the points realm, but the way that Ryoga wins is if he finds one moment to KO Nabil. Like he could KO Nabil with a body shot, and let me tell you something, with these odds showing Nabil as 1.18, I'm not taking Nabil. Like right now, what I'm gonna do, because Nabil is my prediction as of right now, but Nabil's odds are too low. They're 1.18. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. I've seen men at 1.18 lose before in 1 year, so I am going to place a stake on Ryoga until the odds increase, and then Nabil can become a parlay option at the end of the day when the odds increase for Nabil. Ryoga being 5 times seems ridiculous to me at the end of the day. Like I said, he has great KO potential, but it's very likely that Nabil outworks him and hurts Ryoga with a clinch knee to the face or to the body. Like seeing Ryoga 5 times though, when I've seen Noiri beat Taiwan Chai and like many other men lose, that in 1 year, mad odds. I just can't bet on Nabil at such low odds. Like I took Rug over Anatoly Manikin because he was 7 times, you know what I mean? Because my mate actually convinced me to bet on him. I've taken a lot of people at high odds. Like I've taken Jared Brooks to lose his last 3 fights, and he was 7 times. The opponents were 7 times and 7 times, many of the last few fights. A lot of these guys will lose, big odds, and what's saying Nabil can't. At the end of the day, Ryoga is the type of man who beats the odds. Like it doesn't matter what the odds are in a fight. If a fighter holds the ability to destroy you with one good punch, Nabil is my prediction. I'm not taking the odds on him, like I said, as they are too low. I'm going to be waiting for them to increase. Until then, I'm going to have a small stake on Ryoga in a parlay with a couple UFC locks. But until Nabil's odds go up, I cannot take him physically in a bet. But he is my prediction. Nabil is my prediction, and I assume that he wins. But I would assume if Nabil wins, he wins by decision. If Ryoga wins, he wins by KO is what my assumption would be. But my prediction here for this fight is going to be Nabil. Doesn't mean it's my bet right now, but for right now, my prediction is Nabil. If the odds go up, I'll bet on him. Bout 6, we have a Muay Thai bout between Jonas Anand and Zhao Zhengdong. Let me tell you something here about this kid, Jonas. He is the brother of Nabil Anand, and that's the only reason why he wins any of his fights. He is a atrocious underperformer. He won a robbery in his debut where we bet on him against Liu Junchao. But when I watched him fight, I was fucking shocked that was even Nabil's brother. Like, he won for us only because the judges gifted him in that fight. And that's me saying that as a man who bet money on him. So I'm allowed to say that. Anyways, against Hyun Huang Pi, I watched research on Hyun Huang Pi from Vietnam at the time. He was 10-0 and he will, let me tell you something, he's a 10-0, but he fought nobodies, and he is himself a nobody. And, he's not great at all, and, it was practically like a fight that they gifted Jonas Anand to win. But, anyways, after that fight, he went and won a robbery against Ryamu Matsumoto from Japan. So right now, I've been correct 3 times out of 3 times with Jonas Anand. even though I only won 2 of my bets because I don't give a shit. Ryoga Matsumoto beat the he didn't beat the fuck out of him, but he beat up Jonas Anon, and he outstruck Jonas Anon. I called it. I literally called it again that it may be a robbery. Like before the fight even started, like I said with Masensev, like I said with PTT, and like against many more other fighters, I knew that it would be a robbery. Like Matsumoto clearly took all 3 rounds from Jonas Anon, and when I say clearly, it was clear. Nobody can argue that. Like if you really watch that fight and you think that Jonas Anon took them rounds, yeah, then you don't know how to judge a fight. Simple as that. Matsumoto outpressured him and outboxed him, but lost the decision due to the fact that Jonas is, well, the little shithead brother on the bill. He's nothing more than the brother of the great Houdini. Nobody would know who Jonas is if it wasn't for his brother. So I can't give you a prediction on a fighter who's always winning rigged fights. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm personally gonna bet against him until he loses, because I know he's a fraud, and well, I want to see this fraud get fraud checked. They can't keep a fraud, yeah, at a high level, like fighting a certain level forever. They can't keep feeding them bums, yeah, and expecting them to get away with these wins. I know this Chinese kid could outstrike him, and I know I called the Chinese kid green in his debut fight where he fought it was a Japanese fighter, I forgot his name, but he fought a Japanese fighter with not much, like 0 KO power, but he's a ranked fighter outside in the Japanese circuit, and he fought Koki. Either way, but yeah, this Chinese kid could very easily outpace Jonas, and it's very easy, like I said, it's very easy to outbox Jonas, yeah. This Chinese kid could easily outbox Jonas. Jonas has good kicks, yeah, but this Chinese kid's got good kicks too, and Chinese people fighters, yeah, they're known to go toe for toe with people. Like they don't back down, and this Chinese kid won't back down from Jonas. Like he's gonna throw toe to toe with Jonas, yeah. And if Jonas can't keep up the boxing pace, you never know when they finally decide to swing or to say, oh yeah, we're not gonna save Jonas this time. So I can't bet on Jonas. I can't bet against him. No, I can't give you a prediction for Jonas. I can't give you a prediction against him. But me personally, because I am rooting for his downfall, I am going to bet against him. But that doesn't mean that you guys should. You guys should probably skip this fight or bet the decision. That's it. Bet the decision. Bet the decision. That's a good one. And yeah, just bet the decision on this one, and that's it. Yeah, that should be the good pick, because you can't trust your money on Jonas because he's not a trustable fighter, and you can't trust betting against him because of the robbery factor that you might just lose due to bullshit. For bout 7, we have a kickboxing bout between Narek and Ryoga. My prediction here is Narek, and let me get into the reasons why now. Sorry. Narek Khachikyan. Narek Khachikyan, he is an Armenian fighter, but fighting a Japanese fighter in the home sport of kickboxing, obviously, which is the Japanese home sport. But regardless of that, I don't think that this Japanese fighter will win. My prediction here is going to be Narek Khachikyan, because he's actually very good at avoiding damage and very good at outstriking his opponents while doing so. Like if you throw a hook on him, he'll throw a jab. He's very skilled. I've seen him literally, yeah, like he's countered jabs with he's countered hooks, yeah, with jabs. Like you throw a hook, yeah, and he'll throw a jab, and it will frame past the hook, yeah, on the inside, yeah, stopping it. Like it will frame off the hook, yeah, and also land through with a jab. He's very good. He's got a good switch kick. He's got a good teep kick, which he uses very well to position himself around the ring and slow down opponent momentum. He's also good at targeting legs. He can target up high with good kicks as well, and they snap well. Overall, he's just a very good, well-rounded fighter, and I think that he has the higher output than Ryoga. Ryoga is a Japanese fighter who has a lot of draws on his record because, well, he doesn't really do enough in his fights. Like he'll be there imposing his will, yeah. Like he'll land good shots, good secure shots, a good liver hook, a good hook here and there, yeah, a good couple shots. But he's like the type of fighter that he slowly walks after you, if you know what I mean, yeah, and he can be easily outstruck. That's the issue here with Ryoga. He can be easily outstruck, and as for his career recently, he's been taking a couple more L's than he's used to, like and especially in a row. he's on a downward trajectory right now in career-wise, and even though he's top 10 in the world in Japan for his weight class in Rise or K1 or whatever it is and he's fought men like Koki, he it doesn't mean that he can perform at that level with them. Like he lost to Koki by 3 knockdowns, I believe, and what was it? He's lost to other men as well, yeah. But even his decision, it's even his wins, yeah. He only has 1 knockout win out of most, like in his recent 10 victories, I think. It's really bad. He doesn't get a lot of knockout wins. Cool. I'm not saying that Narek is going to go out there and knock Ryoga out or anything like that, but it's the fact that ONE FC doesn't like fighters that, like, especially Japanese fighters that don't have the KO power and the punching ability. Our first Japanese fighter on the card, he has punching ability, he has punching power. This Japanese fighter doesn't, and he doesn't have much output either. So if you're gonna stay there, getting like playing defensive with your guard up, and you're just getting tagged by a guy that every time you step forward, he'll tag you with a jab. Then you'll try to catch him and he'll slip your strike and counter. Like, you're gonna get outstruck. Ryoga is probably going to get outstruck. That being said, Ryoga has fought the better level of competition, and I have to give him credit for it, but I don't think Ryoga has that killer instinct to win this fight. And if Ryoga's down on the scorecard, yeah, you're not going to see him hunt to get back up on the scorecard is the issue. So I am going to take Narek here. I am a bit scared. I think Narek will be an underdog in this scenario. I haven't seen his odds yet. They haven't been released. But I am going to take Narek here, and I do hope he is an underdog. I really do hope he's an underdog. For bout 8, we have a Muay Thai match between PICKSeksan Or Kwanmuang and Nong Surin. My prediction here is Nong Surin, and I'm gonna get into the reasons why now. PICKSeksan Or Kwanmuang is 19 years old, and he has a record of 49 wins and 10 losses. Nong Surin is 30 years old and has a record of 104 wins and 19 losses, so he is the veteran fighter in this matchup. Nong Surin stands at 5'3" in height, and Pet stands at 5'6". But despite the size advantage that Pet has and the possible power advantage, I think Nong Surin should win with his with his experience edge, and I'm gonna tell you why now. Nong Surin has fought at a much higher level of competition. He's beat Saenchai Noi. He's beat men that would beat Pet all day. He lost to Nadaka, but Nadaka's the best in the world right now. And that was his most recent fight, actually, against Nadaka. Although I can't really compare this, like the last fight that he had with Nadaka to Pet, because at the end of the day, Nadaka is a points fighter and not a KO artist. Pet is a KO artist and has the one-tap power. Like, at the end of the day, like Pet's very powerful. We took Ryoga Okuwaki last time out against PICKSeksan Or Kwanmuang because, well, Ryoga opened up as a 3 times underdog, and did he end? I'm not sure whether he opened up or ended as a 3 times underdog. Either way, we caught him as a 3 times underdog. He was a beautiful underdog, and it was a good pick from us. We also took Pet over Farlekit. We also took Pet over Pet Hanwha, and we also took Pet. I think we've taken Pet in every single one of his damn fights that he's been in one so far. Like, apart from, like, we've been right with him on every single one. And we bet against him correctly as well. Either way, he's going to be fighting Nong Surin, who this is truthfully what I believe. I believe Nong Surin is a higher level fighter than a guy like Ryoga Okuwaki. Pet hurt Ryoga Okuwaki at a certain moment in that fight, but Ryoga beat him because I'm pretty sure he dropped him. Either way, he beat Pet because he hurt him more and he outstruck him. And I knew it's very easy to outstrike Pet. Like I said, Pet, he has a lot of power before that matchup, but I said it's very easy to outstrike Pet because I've seen him in a lot of his fights. Like he doesn't really have he doesn't have much output. And when I watched him against, who was it? Pet versus a newer Pet, Kela Sport. Outside of one, which was a long time ago, I use that as a comparison, by the way, for the Okuwaki fight. I realized that he was losing 4 rounds out of 5 to Noah Pet, and then managed to fucking win because he landed one elbow that split open Noah Pet. But even then, if you call that fight to the distance, like Noah Pet won that fight probably, and yeah, you can't trust Pet to have a high output at the end of the day. So when it comes down to it, Pet's not gonna have a high output, and if he's not gonna be able to bang with Num Surin, like if he's not gonna outstrike Num Surin, then I expect Num Surin to have the ability. Like I expect Num Surin to be able to snipe him. Num Surin should be able to find it pretty easy to pick off good, clean, precise strikes on a guy like Pet. Like Pet is a very easily hittable target that just walks forward towards you. So if you can time your strikes well on him, you can easily knock down Pet. I think Num Surin should be able to knock out Pet, but Pet is durable at the end of the day. I don't know. Num Surin is definitely the more veteran fighter, and I do believe Num Surin can knock out Pet. I just don't know if he will. I'm a bit scared, but like Saenchai Fight is better than Pet, if you know what I mean. Saenchai Fight will beat Pet, and Num Surin beat Saenchai Fight. Obviously, it's a fight. He could lose to Pet, but as for now, me and my whole group, we all have Num Surin as one of our predictions, and we're all lined up and in agreement on that pick. I can't go against it because Pet has the power to knock us down, but even if he knocked us down, I think that we can knock him down back, and he just doesn't have the output to keep up with us, I believe. Even if he does choose to actually throw down, because some days he throws down more than other days, we should be able to snipe him through his rhythm, and we should be able to. I think even if we don't knock him out, we should at least be able to find a knockdown on him. For bout 9, we have a Muay Thai bout between Decho Porborak and Elvin Kazumovi. My prediction here is going to be Decho. I'm pretty confident in Decho. I think that he could be safe here. His opponent that he's being given is a opponent that, well, let's just say his bones are nowhere near as tough as ours. Our physical structure is much more durable and much more powerful than his. If we throw kicks on his legs will hurt compared to ours. Like he can't hurt us with leg kicks. We can hurt him with leg kicks. That's an issue. Any man who can be hurt with leg kicks and who has weak legs, that's a big issue in one. And I think when Decho realizes that his legs are weak, because I realized that from a fight footage that I already watched. A guy has weak leg, the opponent has weak legs, and Decho can chop through them. I also expect Decho just to be the more overall well-rounded fighter. He's going to have good teeps. He's going to have good step-in counter elbows to possibly drop Elvin. And yeah, I think Decho is going to get a KO. I think that's what I do believe here. Decho's also fought the better level of competition too, and I'm not really too worried. I think Decho's going to get a finish on Elvin Kazumovi. If not, it doesn't really matter. I just think Decho's going to win here, and I think he's going to win pretty clear. I don't think he's going to get knocked down by Elvin. I really don't. Yeah, Decho's going to be the prediction. I'm going to call him a lock. Bout 11, we have a Muay Thai bout between Suriyanlek and Gregor Thom. I can't say that because I took them both in their last fight. But either way, last fight, I'm going to be taking Suriyanlek this time. Anyways, the reason why I'm taking him is because, I'm not sure if you all watched that fight with Pompet and Suriyanlek. Pompet once beat Suriyanlek and Suriyanlek once beat Pompet. That's the way the fight sport goes. Pompet we took, against Gregor Thom in Gregor Thom's debut. And what did he do to Gregor Thom? He knocked out Gregor Thom. And I said, that, he might even face some adversity early against a guy like Gregor Thom, and as the fight goes on, his experience and composure is going to show through, and guess what he did? He knocked out Gregor Thom, didn't he? He knocked out Gregor Thom badly, and anyways, we took Gregor Thom in his next fight against Don King, but Don King is a lower level than Pompet. He's a lower level than Suriyanlek. He's a lower level than those men there, and he would lose to both. He would lose to Suriyanlek. He would lose to Pompet if they fought. So at the end of the day, I am going to have to go with Suriyanlek because Suriyanlek once beat Pompet, once lost to Pompet, and let me tell you right now, I'd never take Gregor Thom over Pompet, you know what I mean? So if Pompet can beat Gregor Thom, so can Suriyanlek. And this is the thing, I took Suriyanlek last fight, because I expected him to knock out Mohamed Tufik if he was to win. It was a very close fight, but he won the fight because he knocked down Mohamed Tufik. And I said it, didn't I? I said, Mohamed Tufik's going to be winning that whole fight, until Suriyanlek finds his knockdown shot. But after watching Suriyanlek fight Jinsaenlek, I said to myself, man, Suriyanlek's he's an animal, man. And the next time he fights, I have to bet on him. So I bet on him against Mohamed Tufik. Guess what? He goes and beats Mohamed Tufik. And now, because he didn't get the contract, I expected him to get the contract in that fight. I expect him now to get the contract here too. I think that he's going to, I think he's going to KO Gregor Thom. And, you know something, I'm actually very, I'm contemplating calling it safe almost, because Suriyanlek, you can tell he's tired, man. He really wants that contract, man. He's been here longer than any other fighter, had more fights than almost anyone, and that and hasn't got a contract yet. It doesn't make sense. So he even said, to his mum, I'm tired, mum, and his mum keeps pushing him to keep fighting. She says, one more fight, keep fighting, and push through it, and he does. He really does. He pushes through it. He pushes through adversity a lot of time, and he just finds the knockdown shot. And the truth is, that's exactly what I expect him to do again. I expect Gregor Thom to be hurting him early a little bit. I expect Suriyanlek to push through that adversity, realize I'm tougher than this guy. I expect Suriyanlek to walk him down, hit him with a big body hook or a big hook to the face, and I expect him to spin his jaw. I expect him to knock out Gregor Thom. And truth is, I'm on the borderline of calling Suriyanlek safe, because I believe that he's gonna get the contract here. If you know what I mean, this is one of the moments where it's been too fucking long. He's gonna get that contract. He's going to hunt with everything in his soul, to get this contract, because this is our opponent, that he can KO. This is if you were to ever give Suriyanlek someone that he can finish, and to get the contract, this is the moment. This is the moment right now, and I don't think Suriyanlek's gonna waste it. I think Suriyanlek's gonna knock out Gregor Thom, and I think he's gonna earn himself a contract. And that's my prediction. Bout 12, we have a Muay Thai bout between Kulabdam and Uzer Ismailjonov. My prediction here is going to be, that this fight is 50-50, and that there's a bunch of other fucking bets that you should bet instead of this fight. You can't trust Kulabdam, and you can't trust Uzer Ismailjonov at the end of the day. You don't know who this fight's going to go to. Uzer Ismailjonov is a fighter that is very aggressive early, and he has 22 wins, 4 losses. Let me check that again real quick. He has 22 wins, 4 losses, Kulabdam is a fighter that is he's not that aggressive. He's normally he maintains a certain pace through the whole fight. He'll maintain his same pace the whole way through the fight. He has 74 wins and 20 losses with 5 draws. Truthfully, Kulabdam has the power to knock down Uzer. Uzer Ismailjonov got knocked down in his last fight against a Jap named Takashi Kyoto. He also got knocked down twice by Chama Superbon training camp. Chama is not a bad fighter, but he was imagine Uzer was winning that fight, and then he loses because he gets knocked down twice later. It's not you watch Uzer winning a fight, and then see him get knocked down later and then pissed off that you bet on him. That's the issue here, and that's also the issue with Kulabdam. Kulabdam will be losing a fight until he wins the fight, and you can't trust Kulabdam to win the fight after he's losing the fight either. Let me give you an example. He got knocked down by John Lineker. That's the example. He got knocked down by John Lineker in round 1, and somehow wins the fight, because he does more work in round 2 and 3. Sorry, in round 2 and 3. He does enough work in those rounds to win back the fight, is what they say, but he never landed a knockdown back. So technically, if he wasn't Thai, he wouldn't have gotten gifted that win. If it was any other fucking countryman, he would have not gotten gifted that win. He only got gifted that because he's Thai. Kulabdam is not better than Uzer early. Uzer is going to be the aggressive fighter early, landing big hooks, getting up close, landing damage, Kulabdam is going to be trying to circle away, but this is the thing. Kulabdam, even though he's nicknamed left meter, right? His left hand's powerful, but does it? I don't know. If you look at his last 2 fights, he could have knocked down PT. PT's durable as hell, fair enough, but he couldn't knock down. Think about this, Felipe Lobo. That was a snooze face. Kulabdam and Felipe Lobo was an absolute snooze fest. Kuladam was winning the fight, obviously, yeah, but he did nothing in the fight. He chased after Felipe Love, like he followed him for 3 rounds, but he didn't land nothing powerful that made me think, oh, that's what I've been waiting to see from him. Matter of fact, he got outstruck by Ferzan Cisak, yeah, until he got the KO win over Ferzan. He got outstruck by John Lineker in round 1 and knocked down by John Lineker in round 1. If you're meant to trust Kuladam, yeah, I'm gonna just tell you straight up that you can't trust Kuladam for shit. Like, Kuladam will win certain fights at certain times, yeah, against certain people, but it doesn't mean that you can go and trust him against everyone, and I am not trusting him here against Usyk. Matter of fact, if I don't even want to give a prediction for this fight because this fight's so damn close, and the fact is, if like they don't care about Team Med Institute fighters. Usyk Imangazaliev is a Team Med Institute fighter. They always rob Team Med Institute fighters. This is a big chance for them to rob a Team Med Institute fighter in favor of a household name, Kuladam. Like, Kuladam is a well-known name, aka Black Rose, aka Left Meteorite. You know what I mean? Like, he's well known. He's fought high level competition and won. Yeah, and if it's a close fight, you know what they're gonna do already. They're not gonna give it to Usyk if it's a close fight. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to lean Kuladam. But if the odds favor Usyk, if Usyk is even a 2.2, yeah, I'm going to take my chances just for fun because I don't like Kuladam. I don't like Kuladam. He's powerful. Come on, you lost the PTT, man. Come on, I just can't trust him. And I would advise everyone not trusting him either. Like, you really want to bet your money on such a close fight? The guy got knocked down by John Lineker. Fucking hell, like, Usyk is better than John Lineker. Yeah, that's a fact. It's just Usyk slows down a lot, like John Lineker did too. So, and Kuladam's got the power that can knock down anyone. So yeah, I'd be very damn careful. Kuladam can easily lose this fight. Trust me, easily lose this fight. So I'd be very, very, very careful here. But apart from that, I lean Kulab. By 11, we have a Muay Thai bout between Zhao Siyai and Pompech. Now, these are both names that of fighters that I like. I've been very successful on both them. Yeah, both of them. But either way, this prediction from this fight is going to be man, I like Pompet a lot, but I am gonna lean Zhao Siyai here in this fight. It is a little bit of a scary fight. Well, not too scary, I wouldn't say, because Zhao Siyai has fought the better names, and he's also beaten the people that Pompet has a loss to, and he beat them by KO, whereas Pompet win decision with some people that they have fought in common. I will admit, Zhao Siyai upset a lot of people last time he fought. Not me, because I didn't trust him on much money last time he fought. Like, he fought the legendary Samay. Everyone thought he was gonna run through Samay. Yeah, like, Samay's a fucking legend. You can't just assume that type of shit. I thought Zhao Siyai would beat him, but I didn't expect it to be the outcome that it was. That he almost knocked out Samay earlier, and he had Samay on practically 10% health. But Sam A got a comeback, yeah, because Zhao Siyai steamed himself out, yeah, going for the finish early, and yeah, he ended up losing the fight. But it is what it is. And then a lot of people think that he beat Akif Guruzada too, yeah. Me, I personally don't. Like, Akif knocked him down, and then even though Zhao Siyai did better in the later rounds, and he actually took the later parts of the rounds too, yeah. He didn't return a knockdown back on Akif. Like, Akif almost got knocked down. He grabbed the bottom rope, yeah, and pushed himself back up, yeah, and it wasn't a knockdown, therefore. And Zhao Siyai lost to Akif. Akif was a 2x something underdog for us, so that was a very good underdog for us as well. But before that, Zhao Siyai knocked out Nakrov. He knocked out Dennis Purish. Well, Dennis Purish shit, but the Nakrov KO was a very dirty KO. That actually started the downfall of Nakrov's career, in my opinion. Like, that started his downtrend, like, just his career downfall right now. Either way, he also KO'd. That's what I was saying. He KO'd Yodlet Pet. Now, KOing Yodlet Pet is not an easy feat. Like, Yodlet Pet has a lot of durability. He's a leader. He's a muscly brick wall, like I said. But yeah, Zhao Siyai KO'd him. So in doing so, I gotta put respect on Zhao Xia's name. Like Pompet didn't KO Zhao. Sorry, Pompet couldn't KO Yolepet. Pompet got robbed the first time he fought with Yolepet, and then he won the fight the second time he fought Yolepet for us. Which it kind of pisses me off because the second time he fought Yolepet, he did less than the first time. Like it was a closer fight than it was the first time, yeah. And somehow he loses the first fight and then wins the second one. It made no sense, but yeah. Either way, we got our victory back like we deserved, because well, the one judges are scummy pieces of shit. But yeah, we got our victory back. We won that fight, and yeah. All I can say is that Zhao Xia seems to, despite having less experience, he actually seems to be the fighter that has a higher ceiling. I would say he really is a dangerous fighter, and although either man can get dropped in this matchup, Zhao Xia I feel like is the more aggressive, dangerous fighter, and I think that I honestly think he's gonna win. Like over the 3-round fight, I think he's gonna win. He might even knock out Pompet. Like Pompet got hurt a little bit last time he fought Gregor Thom. He had to go through some adversity in round 1. Yeah, if he faces that same adversity, if it's Zhao Xia in there with you round 1 throwing, yeah, it's gonna be different. Zhao Xia is very, very, very dangerous, and yeah, I'm gonna have to lean Zhao Xia in this fight. I'm not gonna lie. Zhao Xia is going to be my prediction. I'm not going to call him safe, but I'm pretty confident in Zhao Xia. Like, I'm confident in Zhao Xia, Suriyanlek. I'm confident in Suriyanlek. I'm confident in a lot of these guys. Surin. I'm confident in a lot of them. This card really is the truth. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. Time for my favorite fighter, the fighter I've been saying is going to become a champion in this sport for so fucking long, and it's about fucking time, yeah? Asadula Imangazaliev versus Nong-O. I have been talking about Asadula since the fucking day he came into one, and how skilled he is and how amazing it is to watch this man fight. I've said we will never see him at like great odds again, and well, guess what? He's 1.2 against Nong-O. Like, it's very hard to find him at good odds. So when you see him at any good odds, you take him always. Like, basically, he's the guy that you're gonna put in every single one of your bets if you bet this weekend. And if you don't, well, shame on you. Yeah, he's gonna win this fight. He's a lock. He's not going to lose. The day he loses is the day I quit one forever. But yeah, like Asadula will not lose this fight. It's not possible for him to lose this fight. I took Kong Thorini once over Nong-O, yeah, and I took him twice over Nong-O actually, yeah. And the first time Kong Thorini beat Nong-O, the second time he lost to Nong-O, yeah. Weird loss, but my mates in Thailand, yeah, they all had Nong-O, yeah, winning 2 times. So I guess I was right about 1 time. Either way, yeah, Kong Thorini fought Asadula, and you saw what Asadula did to Kong Thorini compared to what Nong-O did. Like, Asadula just doesn't lose. Asadula head kick KO'd the legend Pampayak. He body KO'd the legendary Kong Thorini, upcoming legendary Kong Thorini. Like he's gonna become legendary status one day. He's KO'd everyone he's fought apart from Muhammad Tufik, which is surprising because Tufik is like one of the chiniest of them. But he knocked down Tufik twice, yeah, and he had him on the verge of death the whole time. Look, Asadula is the best striker I've ever seen in my life, yeah. I've seen him throw an axe kick into a head kick, into a spinning back fist, into a right hook. Like, he is fucking disgusting, yeah. You don't see flow state like that. You don't see a man that knows how to like, he has taekwondo spinning moves, yeah. He has a spinning heel kicks to the head, yeah, and he knows how to flow from one move to another, yeah. It was so perfectly. He knows how to dodge back out of range. He knows how to. He has a Soviet style Russian footwork, he's really fucking good. He's the elite, and the way he mixes up all these different techniques and all these different skills that he's learned from different martial arts together, yeah. It is amazing, yeah, and he's gonna KO Nong-O. He's going to KO. It's 5 rounds. Nong-O is not surviving 5 rounds with Asadula and Imangazaliev. He's going to get fucking teep kicked to the body, yeah, to his big gut, yeah, and he's gonna get deaded by that. Probably, maybe an axe kick just beheads him. I don't know. He's gonna get knocked out by Asadula Imangazaliev, and yeah, well, Asadula Imangazaliev is gonna beat the fuck out of Nong-O. There's no other way around it. Like, he's the guy that we've had as a lock every single time he's ever fought in one. Like, he's the guy that Joe Rogan said, you see this cat I want to see. Yeah, they're saying he's a Dagestani ninja. That's him. This is him. This is the Dagestani ninja. This is the guy that won't fucking lose.